Um, I just heard some really bad news. There was a gentleman on YouTube who spent a great portion of his life teaching young students about chemistry, electronics, magnetism. In fact, he was one of the people that inspired me to do my magnetic energy research for free energy. Robert Murray Smith has really struggled for the last year and a half since his wife Patty died. And we're all living in extremely dire times. Oh God, hang on a minute. Just a minute, I need to adjust my... It's just I'm live streaming. Freaking temperature alarm. I don't want that beeping off. Right. I spoke to Robert Murray Smith about 3 times on the phone. He was based down south of England, down that way, I believe. And he had many students who he was teaching about chemistry, about electromagnetism, and free energy, windmills, you know, turbines, all kinds of things. And he inspired a lot of young minds, a lot of people into technologies and understanding things which just doesn't seem to be taught anymore. There was I was only talking a few months ago about the fact that there's not enough people like us, as in inventors, people that do research. There's not enough people. We're a dying breed. People are interested in electromagnetism. People are interested in machines. People understand how this stuff works. There's a decline. There's a huge lack of people out there that will inspire younger people. And 2 days ago, or was it 3 days ago, I saw a video from Robert Murray Smith. He said, "This will be my last video," and on YouTube. And I thought, what? Nobody can be that certain to say that. Because when we say, oh, I'm not making any more videos, always something will come up. And you think, oh, I need to tell my audience about this. I've made this amazing discovery. I want to tell my fans about this. But there was something obnoxious, not obnoxious, what's the word? There was something very off about that statement when he said, "This will be my last video." It was very final. But he had this charisma about him. He had this jolly face usually. He was always happy, always laughing. And he had this catchy laugh that would, sometimes it would annoy you actually, because you'd think, what's he laughing at really, you know? Is he being serious here, you know? You just didn't know. You thought, well, he's showing us this and he's laughing about it, and is it real? Is it real or is it not real? But he was a great guy. As I said, I spoke to him 3 times on the phone, and he was, when I was doing my research on my my pulse motor, my electromagnetic anti-drag motor, I talked to him about it, and I said I'd send him some links to it as well, and he never did get back to me on it though. But that doesn't matter, because at the time I was hoping for some feedback, you know, some encouragement myself. We all do. But then tonight, his brother came on, and the big banner on the screen said, "Rest in peace, Robert Murray Smith." And I thought, oh my God. And I'm looking at the picture of this guy in the background on this, and I zoomed in. I thought, that's not Robert. That's not Robert. And I thought the worst. I thought, oh my God, this is this true? Is this a hoax? What's going on here? Like, you know, but I looked. It's his channel. It's his channel. Anyway, I watched it, and it's his brother, and his brother has just told us that he took his own life, and I just, as soon as he said that, I just couldn't believe it. I mean, you know, you just. I mean, I am shocked. I'm extremely sad as well, because there are people out there who need people like Robert. There are people that need his knowledge, his experience. I don't know what else to say. All I can do is let my people on my channel know, because I know that I've got some people on my channel that are interested in my free energy research, and a lot of the last 7 years of my stuff on YouTube before the Second Life stuff was to do with free energy research. So that's the reason I'm making the video about this, because I'll put some hang on a minute. I'll put some links to Robert's channel in the end screen when it's processed. I can't do it straight away. YouTube won't let me put end screen links until the video's finished processing, but I'll put them in the description, okay? It hasn't sunk in to me yet. It still hasn't sunk in. You know that, you know, when you feel like, oh, am I awake or am I asleep? It still hasn't sunk into me, because the guy was a genius, and you just can't accept that someone like him has gone, because he was an icon. And you know what's really disappointing to me is the fact that he didn't get enough recognition. All of these people who are purveyors, they are the ones that move mountains with what they know. There are people like Robert who have died, and mysteriously in other situations in the past, and you have to ask the question, why? You know, what happened there? And there's a lot of mysteries surrounding a lot of people that have passed away who have done free energy. But Robert was different. He announced that it was his last video, so he obviously was planning on taking his own life, which is extremely sad, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and I just it's heartbreaking because there's not enough people like him around. People who are honest and caring towards young people to teach them what he knows. Normally in this world, you have to go to a freaking corporate business or somewhere just to pick up basic stuff, and then they only teach you what you need to know. They don't teach you everything you need to know. They teach you what they want you to know, which is the problem, because there are people out there who need to know more in order to understand the bigger picture. Without people like Robert, he was the greatest teacher I know about in my entire life, even at school we didn't have teachers like that. I mean, I think he was a teacher. I believe he was a teacher at one point in his past. I can't be 100% sure on that. I'm not sure. I don't know everything about his life, but I do believe he was a teacher, because for him to have all that knowledge, chemistry, the electronics, he knew just a bit about everything. He knew how to make batteries from scratch. He could even make the actual electrodes himself, and he was even making the plates that make up a battery. He was making them completely from scratch. He made his own conductive ink. He made his own. It was just a marvel, and it's all gone now. With the only thing that's left behind is what he taught his students, and I just hope that they will make good use of that and remember what he taught them. So anyway, that's it. I can't say any more.